It's time that I share the story of Chad Wheeler's Crew Cab Silverado, starting right now. In 2007, Chad bought the truck off of Modified. And for those of you who don't know, Modified was the website of classified ads for custom vehicles. But of course, shortly after buying the truck, it was time to bag it and upgrade from 20s to 22s. A year later, the itch came to make some changes, so here we see the truck in primer. While it was in primer, more ideas came along, and the next thing you know, they're taping off flames. Now, I may or may not have my dates correct, but the truck was done with flames and ready for laid out at the park, I think in 2009, and it looked great. As you can see, along with the flames, the tailgate was done, the LED taillights were put in. It just looked great. After the show, at this time, Chad was sitting on both the Tacoma and the Silverado, and really one had to go. The Tacoma wasn't getting any love, but the Silverado did have a buyer. It sold to Del Sargent, or Sargent, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his name properly. However, he took the truck and did right by it for several years. To my understanding, he pulled the 350 out of it and was going to do an LS swap. Del had owned the truck from 2010 until 2016 when Chad hit him up saying, "Hey, let's make a trade." The trade was made, and Chris got to work right away. He finished the LS swap and had the truck back on the road in the spring of 2017. In 2018, it was time to start on the truck again. So he began by bead rolling the bed and getting it ready for a body drop. In fact, not only was he just going to do that, but he was also going to change the color. The thing is sometimes things just don't move along as fast as you want them to, and this truck sat for a year. And if there's anything we all know about building trucks is once you start, sometimes it's difficult to stop and it just snowballs and somewhat gets out of control. But if you can control it somehow, some way, you can really build something very special. For the build this time around, the entire truck was blown completely apart. It was all hands on deck and leave no stone unturned. And that is exactly what they did. The preset deadline to have this truck done was quickly approaching. You see, Chad had been laid off from his job for about 6 weeks due to we'll call it a global emergency. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And he wanted to get it done to take it to camp and drag. Getting this project buttoned up was no small feat, but they made it. The truck was there in all its glory, and I mean this thing is beautiful. The interior of this truck is absolutely gorgeous. The truck was completed on the day that they left for camp and drag in 2020. Now, for the next year, he really didn't drive it very much. He just kind of wanted to get settled in and get it broke in, of course, and show it off and make sure it's nice and clean. But after that, he started putting the miles on and since put over 10,000 miles on it. Thank you, Chad, for this great story. I appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.